Hi, besties. Welcome back. I'm here with my bestie, Breed.
And I'm here with my bestie, Tori. And you're listening to
My Emotional Support Besties.
Y'all
Hey,
ready for this?
If you had to choose a walk-in song, what would it be?
Probably that. Or Mambo number 5.
Honestly, that's what came to mind first. For
Really?
you.
Oh, for me. What's yours?
In high school volleyball, it was Magic by B.O.B.
Oh.
And honestly, I feel like that might still slap.
Wait.
I got the magic in me. Like, how fun.
That's a good one.
I mean.
Mine for volleyball was that one from Pineapple Express where it's like, all I want to do is and a ching and take your money. That was my
I love that.
hype song for volleyball.
I love that.
Welcome back to another episode of My Emotional Support Besties, y'all. It might look different here because we're taking you outside.
We're in the golden hour. And also, we attempted to do this yesterday eve, not a fortnight ago, that had been a long time. And the microphones died on us. So instead, we played silly games.
And we'll share them with you. We played some fun games. We got outside, you know. I texted...
Got in the natures.
I texted Tori the other day, and I said, hey, you want to play outside? And you know what? That's the energy I'm bringing to this spring and summer. Is that feeling when you were a kid where you just go, you want to go play? Can we...
Let's buy outdoor activities.
Okay. Oh, chalk.
Yep.
Except for, we brought that up, too, when we were talking about this. Nothing is worse. Nothing's worse than when you're using chalk and it gets short and your knuckle drags across the concrete and it scrapes your skin.
That'll make me want to cut a bitch.
That makes me want to take down big chalk.
Should we buy like a water table for outside? You know, like little kids.
Those things are so disgusting.
But also at the same time, I'm in.
We're like, yay!
Yeah, that's what energy I'm trying to bring.
Well,
we could turn one of these garden beds into a sandbox.
Okay.
But then we could cover it with one of the nets you made.
So no dogs poop in it. Well, we already decided that we are going to have sprinkler time this summer where we are going to run through a sprinkler when it gets warm. And we're going to have a lot of fun. Because I feel as though there's a joyous energy incoming right now.
It's upon us.
It's coming, and I think big and good things are happening.
I think it's a Libra moon. It's making us feel hopeful.
And every moon after that. You know why? Because Artemis II is up there sprinkling a little confetti on the moon.
Who?
The people who are at the moon right now.
Oh, in the International Space Station?
Well,
they're from there?
They're circling the moon. They're on the dark side of the moon. They're farther than any
humans
humans have ever been. Yes! You haven't heard about these people?
Who's up there? I just remember the people that got stuck.
Like forever ago?
Like last year?
No, Tori, right now. There is a group of astronauts that are up. They went to the moon.
Artemis Fowl.
Similar to Artemis Fowl, yes. They're up at the moon. They go to the moon. They take pictures of the moon. Now, they're on the dark side of the moon. So the other side of the moon we have never ventured to. These are the first humans to ever go this far. It's amazing.
I would be so scared.
Yeah, they actually don't have communication right now with Houston because...
We have a problem.
Well, they were anticipating this because they knew that the distance, they were going to be basically off-grid. So for a bit, they won't be able to speak to us. But you know what? Not only were they the first people to go this far, they also were the first people to watch Project Hail Mary. They gotta stream it. They gotta stream it.
They really deserved it.
Great film. If you haven't seen Project Hail Mary yet,
I haven't.
Tori hasn't. She's gonna be blown away by Rocky.
But what we did see was the drama.
Guys, we won't say anything about the plot of the drama.
For a couple more weeks, and then we're going to talk about it. I'm sorry, because I need to talk about it.
Go watch it. It's a great movie. It's very different. It is
Satire.
it's an incredibly, like it's a new type of movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's giving a little bit of Jordan Peele style,
for
where
sure.
it's kind of satiring something very problematic.
100%. You definitely should
It'll catch you
watch
off
it.
guard.
Also, beautiful people in this film.
Yeah. The only thing Rob needed to fix, we go by Rob now with him. I go by Tor to him.
Yeah, he's calling us every weekend.
Robert Pattinson. He's a real cutie, and I think the hair was a choice, but I'd love people's opinion on this at a later date. Why it was extremely straight and then all over the place, because I was like, I feel like it's doing him a disservice, but I think he was supposed to be a little disheveled.
Yeah, because he worked at an art museum.
But like compared to her beauty, you can't make her ugly. Not like they were trying to, but I'm like, nothing you can do can dull her sparkle.
No,
Zendaya.
and I just want to look at her. I just want to look at her.
She's flawless.
Stunning woman.
And her clothes in this movie were so fun.
Oh my god.
Not fun. That's not the right word.
Stunning.
Just nice. They were real nice.
They were
real gorgeous.
Real great vibe. Yeah, so we saw it at Studio One. We were in the Paris room.
I
real
always
fancy.
end up in the frickin' Paris room.
I need to know if you guys have heard of this place, Studio One. This was my first time ever going there. This is a fancy establishment.
We'll put the video on our story of Reed experiencing it.
It was wild, y'all. Tori said something about like, oh, can't wait for you to hear the specials. And I was like,
I gave no more context.
I was like, what are you even talking about? Okay, this is a movie theater, but each room has a theme. And each room, we were in the Paris room. There's like cuddle couches. What do they call them? Pods? What do they call those couches?
They were like
pods.
Yeah, they were like, one of them was like the lovers, which I was like,
I don't like that.
But yeah, it was like the cuddle pods or something.
Yeah. No, thank you.
And it was like reserved for people that like each other.
We sat in recliners, and they weren't like movie theater recliners. They were like the recliners my parents have in their living room.
Mm-hmm.
And
even floral printed.
Yeah, they were comfortable, but different experience. But yeah, so basically they tell you about their specials. They get seafood flown in every 4 days. They have prime rib.
Doing that for a one location movie theater.
They have
in
prime
Southeast Portland.
Prime rib, a lobster situation,
a lobster mac and cheese, a matcha waffle, but he said matcha.
That's what he said.
He said, and this gorgeous matcha waffle with chicken.
The question that I just was really stewing over, because I didn't see anybody venture for the prime rib or the lobster,
who's doing
that, and how are you doing that? Because there's not a table. You are sitting in a recliner. So what am I? A plate and just like...
Some of the seats do.
But everybody gets a menu.
I know.
We got cookies and... They're okay.
Okay, they were really good when they first came out.
They were okay when they first came out.
There was something about it I was really digging. And then they got hard like that.
Yeah, it just felt... It felt wrong.
Felt disturbing.
Yeah, it felt like they should change something about that cookie recipe.
Correct. Because last time when I got them, and all of them
were also hard.
And the man was really talking them up. Also, I felt very guilty because I didn't leave a tip.
Oh, yeah, Tori embarrassed us.
Because I couldn't figure out the screen, and I thought the machine he was handing me, for some reason, it looked like it was from the previous person who ordered something. So I pressed no tip because I was like, I'm not going to decide for them what tip they give.
Tori's lost some sleep. She's been stewing over it for a while now. She doesn't feel good.
I have thought about it at least once a day since.
She's thrown up 3 times, too.
I have created a deep-seated stomach ulcer.
She's been asking people on Reddit what she should
belching
do.
up acid.
Yeah, so...
I've run through a bag of Tums.
Don't make that mistake when you go to Studio One. And the Paris room was great. It was nice. You know, saw the Eiffel Tower. Really transported us to France.
But also, can we talk about the man? There was a man a row ahead of us, which you can't see them because there's walls, which is nice because it kind of like, it makes you feel like you're just real cozy in your living room.
Alone in Paris.
Which also is a little confusing me why living room theaters doesn't have more of that vibe. Anyways, I digress. There was a man sitting in Paris with us. who really couldn't keep his volume to himself. And it was at weird times, too. But I was like, you can't speak at full volume in a movie theater.
It was like, he was like, do you think she's gonna say?
Yeah,
like,
and he was saying dumb, obvious shit, too.
It was a thing, and Tori and I clocked it together, where every time it happened, we just go...
And it could only be a man.
It could only be a man. Well, go see this, and we'll talk about
Enjoy
it. I also would like to see... I still haven't gotten to see The Bride yet, and I really want to see The Bride. I don't think it's been very popular, but that's okay. Mm-hmm. I'm interested.
It's hard, too, because I do feel like a lot of movies are coming out right now, but the thing is, I think about seeing them, and then I go, but it's nice out.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a dark room. That's why you got to go at night, when it's already dark.
Yeah, we went at, like, 9 p.m.
Yeah, fantastic. Honestly, it was great. It was a great experience.
And we were home by 11:15.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it.
Ready for bed.
Perfect Friday night. And we got to, like, wear kind of comfortable clothes.
I exclusively wear comfortable clothes to movie theaters because I'm not going to be bothered with my tummy hurting.
Also, we went to a bar before that, and there was, speaking of the audacity of men, a man walks over to this fire pit without getting the help of the people that work there, is attempting to light it. Oh. There is just fumes of gas surrounding us. Everybody in the restaurant or in the bar is looking around trying to figure it out. And then guess what? Reed made a good observation. Leave it to a lesbian to fucking problem solve. She did. She popped right up in her cool sweater vest and said, I'm gonna fix this shit. And guess what? She did. She fixed it. We love a woman in charge.
Lesbians will solve every problem.
They'll probably save this planet.
Lesbians are our only hope. We love you. We love you so much.
Anyway, so if you're ever in a crisis, everyone pray there's a lesbian involved.
Truly. If you're in a joyous place, let's hope there's a lesbian involved.
Oh, yeah, always.
Let's just always hope
if there's joy present, there's probably a lesbian present.
There has to be.
And then if there's a crisis, we pray that there is one also there.
Wow. Where did we leave off from last week? Everybody heard about Ruby's big debut. Okay.
Where did we leave off last week?
Because
I was in a weird headspace last week. I apologize.
Tori might have disassociated, and that's okay. Happens to the best of us.
It was a weird week.
Well, what's that?
Dogs?
Bottles?
I think they're
the dogs?
messing around with their food bowl.
I think they're drinking alcohol. My dogs are alcoholics.
The reason they're getting schwasty.
Oh,
I did try to convince her to stay out here with us. She said, psych.
Something that we need to talk about, though, is something that's very exciting that's happening this week. And it is friend of the pod, Mackenzie's birthday.
Yeah, it is. Ow, ow! On the day this comes out.
On the day this comes out, it is Mackenzie's birthday.
We love you, girl.
She is a wonderful human being.
She's a ray of frackin' sunshine.
And you know what? Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Absolutely hilarious.
You better believe it.
We love you, Mackenzie, and we just want you to have the happiest of happy birthdays.
I texted Reed earlier and I said, hey, here's the deal. This is probably also why I've been disassociating a lot.
Why?
I've not been going to bed at a good time.
Uh-oh.
I've not been getting enough sleep. Okay? I've been not... Okay, also last week, I was moon bleeding. So I couldn't function well. But there was a lot that didn't occur for days. I just was putting shit off. And then I finally got it done. But the problem is, I've been waiting until like 10:30 at night to do things.
Oh.
And then I'm not in bed until like midnight. And then I am tired, but my brain's still kind of like... Ugh. And so I texted Reed and I said, I have to go to bed at a reasonable time this evening, which means I'm going to have to be done with all of this at a reasonable time so then I can like cook, clean, I'll do all of the things so that I can actually relax before I get in bed and then I can get in bed because also I've been putting off finishing my Kennedy book.
I was just going to ask you, where are we at with the Kennedy book? Any progress? Any new stories?
You don't want to know the upsetting tale that is JFK Jr.'s wife that died.
Carolyn Bessette?
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
RFK Jr.
Oh, she started telling me some of this, and it is wild.
It's deeply upsetting. Also, shame on you, Cheryl Hines. I liked you in Arrested Development, and here we are.
Was she?
Not Arrested Development.
Yeah.
What's the Larry David show?
Oh, the Larry David show, yeah.
Yeah, so his wife was in a deep state of depression. She was not well, and he was causing some of it. And guess what? This hoe bag left her for Cheryl Hines and just started a whole nother life. And then she had an unfortunate death as a result. These men are leaving chaos in their wake. So, the audacity. But the show Love Story did end. It's done. And it ended with them dying in the plane crash.
Tori! You just spoiled it! I haven't even seen
I spoiled history.
I haven't even seen it, Tori.
I spoiled the history. It's like when people got mad when somebody would share something about that happened in The Crown, and it was something that actually happened in real life, and I'm like, guys.
Or like the Titanic. Like, oh my god, it sank.
Yes. Holy shit, they died?
What
the
hell?
Sure did, but women and children got out, thank God. Yeah, so I do need to do that. But the thing is, something about Reed and I is if we get started on a topic, we'll lose an hour and a half.
Oops.
And I came upstairs with a little snack, some water.
We chatted. It could have been a whole episode, but you know what? We weren't recording.
But it was personal details we're not going to share with you. Sorry.
It was about Tori's butt.
Yep.
Just kidding.
Yep, it was a whole hour and a half on my. We did a whole hour and a half set on my butthole.
Yeah.
And that's the title of my stand-up routine. Speaking of television,
the dogs are going
attacking
crazy.
each other. It's horrifying sounding in there. It's because they're drunk. Okay, something that we watched.
What'd we watch?
The Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm giddy as all get out. Because it's finally, because I didn't jump on the Salt Lake train quick enough, I'm starting a whole Real Housewives franchise with the rest of the world.
Yeah, this is the first time Tori's ever been at the beginning of a franchise. She knows things about the girls in different cities. But this time, you're learning with the rest of us.
I am. And you know what? These women all look exactly the same.
So it's going to be hard.
So we're starting to put pieces together. There is some overlap with another housewife franchise. Did recognize her. But also...
One woman looks exactly like Dolores Catania.
And she admitted to getting plastic surgery to look like her.
And they're friends.
What would you do if I did that?
What would you do if you had a friend that purposely went to look like you?
I think I'd be really annoyed, actually. Because I'd be like, I like being an individual.
Is it...
Well, the crows are disagreeing with that.
Because I think the crows are saying that is the most genuine form of flattery. Because that person thinks you're so beautiful they want to look like you.
True, but then I'd be annoyed because I'm like, what if they got more compliments than I did?
You're not wrong.
You know what I mean?
You're
Like,
not
what
wrong.
if they look better as me than I do?
Oh, well, that's not going to be okay. Yeah, it was strange, but...
That feels like single white female.
100%.
Uh-huh.
So far, Rhode Island, we only watched the first episode. We still have to watch the second episode because it came out with 2. So we're going to watch the second episode, and then Sunday, the third episode premieres. And there's some interesting dynamics here. Rhode Island is, apparently people are like really gung-ho if they are from Rhode Island and live in Rhode Island.
Yeah, they're feeling very passionate about it.
Which is also something interesting that we realized. So we've got Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Beverly Hills, Atlanta, New York City. New Jersey is New Jersey, and Rhode Island is Rhode Island. They are representing the states.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just representing that city, it's the full state. So I did watch a local news segment from Rhode Island about people being interviewed in the streets.
Was it the girl that's the meteorologist?
No, it wasn't, but people mentioned her because one of the...
Alex? Is that her name? I think it starts with an A.
I'm not sure. But one of the girls was a local news anchor, and she is now on Real Housewives. She's no longer a news anchor anymore. And people...
Oh, I thought she was.
No, she left. people were like, oh, I'm always so interested in whatever her name is.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, of course I'm watching because she is a local celebrity.
We love that.
But
and
people were excited about it.
we got Bachelor people on there.
Yeah, there's a Bachelor woman
Bachelors
and
in
a Bachelor
Paradise.
husband.
People that met on Bachelors in Paradise.
I know nothing about the Bachelor world.
I haven't watched in a long time. Both dogs just came out all running. Because they heard Real Housewives and
Yeah.
they said, gotta be present.
Except for lately, guys, let me tell you what's Cordy and Ruby's favorite TV show. It's Bluey.
Oh my god, I love it.
We've started to make a thing whenever we're not home, we put Bluey on so they can watch it. Also, somebody told me that Bluey is literally made in the colors that dogs
Yes.
can see.
Yes.
So dogs can watch it.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Cordy.
And Tori
Come say
has seen the dogs, like, she'll come upstairs and they are, like, fully watching.
Yeah, they don't, because usually when I come upstairs, if they're home alone, I'll come upstairs and they'll freak out because they can hear me. They weren't even paying attention to any sounds. They just were watching and then, like, turned and saw me and then freaked out. But I couldn't capture it later. Then, like, were on to me.
They love Bluey. And we feel like Corduroy is Bluey and Ruby is Bingo, for sure. Like, energy-wise, that's just, like, what's emanating through them.
One time when I was on a plane, I was feeling a little restless. I feel like by the 4-hour mark on a flight, and I've been on flights that were like 16 hours, so this is rough. And I don't sleep well on flights. But I'm real fucking restless because by then I'm like, I've either watched multiple hours of a TV show, I've watched multiple movies, and I couldn't hang anymore. And then I saw Bluey was on the back of the seat TV, and I said, yeah, well, you know what's going to cure my anxiety? Bluey. And I'll tell you, nothing's fucking funnier than the grandma episode of Bluey.
Oh, yeah.
They're so cute, and their little accents, and they're impersonating them, and they have, like, little things over their head, and they go in their, like, little Tykes car, and they're pretending to drive around like they're their grandmas. Oh my god, kill me, it's so funny.
That whole show, they really did something right. John made a great discovery there of, like, they got Bluey, and then there was Blue's Clues. What is it about blue?
It's a soothing color.
Great color.
I think it's because most kids at some point go through, it seems like a phase where blue is their favorite color. There must be something soothing about it.
I never did.
I thought that you had like a teal or turquoise
That's not
phase.
blue.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's a variant.
It's not.
It's a variant of blue.
Okay. But it's different. It's different.
Don't
Well,
look
and
off.
then there's Beer in the Big Blue House.
Yep. I had a coworker's daughter tell me the other day, she popped in while we were on a meeting, and she's 2, 3. And she just showed it to her for the first time, because you can find old episodes on Disney Plus. And we had a whole conversation about it, and it was really cute. And she was like, is that bear a mean guy? And we were like, no, it's a really kind bear. It's a really kind bear. She's like, oh, good. She was like
Is
worried
it
because
really?
I think when you think in
Oh,
your head,
bears.
you think bear, it's a little scary. And we're like, no, he's great. He's great.
I like the idea of thinking of, like, wild bears are just unkind beings, and that's why they attack people. That's kind of funny.
It's not protective.
It's
you know?
like, oh, these bears are just mean. Watch out, mean bears.
Correct. These little buttholes. Just kidding. I liked the little mouse. And it had its little door.
Yeah. Wasn't he a little bit like Piglet? Where, like, vibes-wise? Like, wasn't he kind of, like, a little anxious, a little sad and scared?
1,000%. There's a clip going around, and it's been going around for a while, from that show where they're talking about pooping. And he's, like, telling the mouse about pooping or something. I'll find it and also post it on the story. But there's some goofy stuff. Some goofy stuff on that.
Goofy?
That reminds me of the children's book, I Love You Forever. There's a little boy sitting on the toilet on the front of it. And that's really deceiving because it makes you think, this is going to be a silly little book about going to the bathroom. Nope, it'll wreck your fucking heart.
And then it gets creepy, though, at the end.
Oh, yeah, because he's carrying his mom around.
Well, he broke into his mother's home.
That's right.
I think that's spooky. I'll break into my mom and dad's house.
I've done it.
I've done it. Oh my gosh. I remember once we had a doggy door, and I broke into my parents' house back when I was a kid because we got locked out.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost got stuck in the doggy door. But I did it.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you so much.
I see myself just getting fully stuck in there. Just the butt being the reason I can't get through or something.
Well, when I was even younger, I did get my head stuck in a railing, and they had to
So
bring
many
the
kids do.
firefighters out. But right as the firefighters were coming, my mom's friend goes, "Wait, couldn't you just like walk all the way through?" And so then I just kept going, and I got out of the railing.
Smart.
So until
Wait, was it wood?
No, it's metal.
Oh, because I was like, why didn't they just like? I would just.
I chopped my head off.
Yep. That was the solution, not chopping the.
Yeah, no, it was like these like cast iron type rods, and I put my head in, and then I couldn't pull it back. But what we ended up doing was just turning my shoulders, and I went all the way through.
Wow, let me tell you, since I've been watching my guilty pleasure show 911.
Oh, is that different?
It's based
so that's
on
different
firefighters, but
than
it is scripted.
The Pit and
Correct.
Scrubs.
Correct.
Okay.
But I mean, obviously it's a scripted television show, but you think about, like, firefighters and paramedic firefighters are basically just performing street shit. Like, it's street medicine. They basically act as physicians, but, like, in the street, they're just doing whatever they need to do to keep it, which I appreciate. Please stabilize me. But, man, the real heroes.
I like street medicine.
It is. They're just like,
we're doing the street medicine.
no rules.
We're out here in the streets doing medicine.
God bless them, you know? But the firefighters, they got so many tools on that truck.
Yeah.
They got something for everything.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I knew they have.
So, like, they would have had a saw that was keeping in mind that a person's body was near it. You know what I mean?
They would have had a saw that was like, oh, yeah, this is the exact saw that you use for cast iron when a little girl's head is stuck between it.
It really gave me a new appreciation for, like, the training and stuff they have to go through, too, because I'm like, they have to get trained in every type of scenario, every type of machinery, everything to know, because you gotta think fast.
On your toes, on your toes.
Mm-hmm. It's not just the jaws of life. Okay, that's one thing, but there's like 50 other tools where that came from.
You know, it's kind of light.
What?
When I thought on my feet and I gave you the Heimlich.
Correct.
I could be a firefighter, maybe.
We didn't really acknowledge that, but we hit a year 2 weeks ago of when I almost died.
Have you emotionally processed it yet?
I think Ruby is over there. She's fully disassociated and is just staring out into the wilderness. I feel like I did have a weird night, like a month before that, where I woke up and it felt like I couldn't breathe, kind of, and there was weird things happening with my neck, and I was like, oh no.
The body remembers.
And then I remembered that the body keeps score, and I said,
1 for the body, 0 for Tori.
I was like, I think this has something to do with choking. It's my body trying to process the trauma and put it somewhere.
Well, I probably didn't make you feel all that better because the other day then I ate falafel in front of you.
I tried not to pay attention.
I chewed a lot. I really chewed a lot, so we wouldn't face a similar fate. You know?
Thank you. I ate my cheese bread in silence.
Yeah.
But we did have to return to the scene of the crime, and Multiple Heel looked at me and said, please don't choke, because we were eating lunch again. And I was like, you don't think I'm thinking through every single bite I take.
And if you are not understanding this reference, episode 7.
Please.
Season 1, episode 7.
If you can't gather from now too, it's choking involved.
And it was so serious.
But I did also think to myself, like, can you imagine? Like, it was already kind of embarrassing once. If I do it again,
oh,
that would be wild.
At that point, I wouldn't help. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Could you
I
imagine?
could self-pilot.
That would be so funny. If I'm
I know how to do that on the back of a chair.
I'm like, not my problem this time.
I forgot to tell you, I signed up for a CPR class through work in May, and part of that is you learn the Heimlich.
Can I come?
Because it's for employees of my work.
What if I
only.
pretend that I work at your work? I'm your emotional support. I need to be there for you.
I'll say this is my guide.
You're probably gonna have PTSD. I'll be your guide dog or something like that. Like I'm gonna be there.
I'll bring Ruby with me. Come with you.
I could put scrubs on, you know, and pretend like I work. Like.
Okay.
In the medical business.
I used to get really mad because they wouldn't let non-clinical people wear scrubs at work.
I'll pretend I'm clinical.
And I was like, I want to wear pajamas at work. That's what they're doing. They're wearing pajamas at work. And I had to wear freaking pantyhose.
Why were you wearing pantyhose?
We had to dress business professional.
That's a crime.
Let me tell you, by the time we got to the pandemic, that requirement went down, and now with my teams, I don't make them do any of that.
Could you imagine if I showed up, I'm wearing scrubs, I'm like, yeah, I'm a doctor, and they're like, you're a doctor and you don't know CPR? And so then I have to be like, no, I do, I'm actually the teacher, and then I end up having to be the one to teach your class, and I have to take the actual teacher, slam him into a closet, lock him in there so my cover's not blown. Oh my god, it's so stressful.
That's called a long con. The same lady has been teaching it for like 30 years, and she keeps saying she's going to retire, and she doesn't. She's that dedicated to the craft.
Thank you for the information. I will say she retired.
But you shoved her in a closet.
But she's actually in a closet.
Perfect.
It will be fine. I know staying alive, and I know staying alive, and I know, you know about the bread basket? Right here. That's where I keep my bread, and it's a basket. And you.
Speaking of bread, I've continued to pop off on my sourdough starter. I've now made 2 successful loaves, and I did make a sourdough coffee cake with my discarded sourdough.
That you still haven't fed me. I thought you were gonna spoon it into my mouth.
I'm stressed that it's not as good as I think it is.
The sourdough or the sourdough
Both.
thing? Okay, well, let me try it.
Reed has a local bread man, and I am determined to outdo him, so I can just give you loaves.
Yeah, take his business. Yeah, basically I got this dude. Don't know his name, but he's the bread guy. He comes to my house once a week, and he puts bread in this container in my front porch.
In my front.
in my front.
That's a fun euphemism.
And it's delicious. It's sourdough bread, and it's really good. And I eat the entire loaf every week. I love bread. Bread loves me.
Freaking too.
And I can't wait till I have a second loaf each week from this one. What'd you call it? Cornelia dough? What?
Cornelia yeast.
Oh, that's right. I like it.
I should listen to the Cornelia Street while I make it.
On repeat.
Yeah, somebody taught me how to, well, Chelsea, the originator of the starter, did tell me how I could make a croissant loaf.
A croissant seems hard.
No, you basically just fold in butter every time you do the stretch and fold.
Okay.
So I'm going to try it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll taste it.
Yeah, you will.
Today, I had free will.
What'd you do?
Well, I had ideas. I didn't act on them.
Okay.
But I will be acting on them soon. One thing that I really want to do is when there's construction, I really want to walk up to the construction workers and just be like, hey guys, great job. And just walk away. That's one thing I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing I want to do is
Party in the USA.
go up to people and just say, hey, you ever heard of Hannah Montana? Great music. Because I've been listening to Hannah Montana every time I get into my car.
Although, like, that's a dated reference / you shouldn't let them talk. It'd be really funny. You should just proclaim that and then walk away.
Wait, what?
It's funny because if you walk up, they're going to be like, ma'am, that show came out 20 years ago.
And I'll be like, it's time.
Act as if you're just discovering it.
Oh, yeah. Be like, I'm listening to this new artist.
Yeah.
Hannah Montana.
And then don't allow them to respond. Just walk away after you tell them about it.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay.
Hey, just want to share with you, there's a great artist named Hannah Montana. I just started listening to her. You should definitely check out her music. Gotta go. End scene.
Perfect. Perfect. I can't wait to get into my improv in a few weeks.
Oh my god, I cannot wait for you. Today, I saw a bumper sticker that said, I
hate improv.
No, it said, I got a lobotomy at Claire's. And I drove past them, and I opened my window, and I went, I love your bumper sticker!
That is so funny.
Isn't that so funny?
I got a lobotomy at Claire's. People are so clever.
People are clever, and I just want to, tell them. That's great. Good job.
Friend of the pod, Seth, got me a bumper sticker that I still haven't put in my car because I am really worried about some of the locations I have to go for work but being problematic. But he got me a bumper sticker that says I honk for hot moms, and I thought it was really funny. But what I think I need to do is get magnets to put on the back of it so that I can magnet it to my car when I want it on there. And then if it's going to be a weird situation, I take it off.
I got a better idea.
What?
Put a magnet across your butt
and
and
then
then
just have that.
put it on your butt.
There's a magnet in my butthole.
Back to the butthole. It always comes
Yep.
back.
And then I can just, whatever I want to stick back there, I can. Hey, I have a fun game I wanted to make you play.
Okay.
I got inspired by Amy Poehler and Fred Armisen.
I still haven't watched it.
I love Fred Armisen.
He's got so many bits.
He's got Riz. He's so goofy. And Carrie Brownstein is his person who talks well behind
did
his
she
back.
speak from Portland?
Maybe. She didn't say where she was. But something that I want you to attempt to do
Okay.
is do a 1-minute TED Talk on a subject that I give you that you know nothing about.
Okay.
He did one on the Alaskan pipeline.
Okay.
I want you to do a TED Talk on the hammer.
The hammer.
Mm-hmm. So today I have with me an extra special guest. Can we give him a round of applause, TEDx? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for being here today. This is revolutionary, okay? You're going to tell people for generations about who you saw today. I'd like to welcome to the stage Reed Emerson, a hammer specialist. Take it away, Reed.
Hello, everybody. Since the dawn of time, we've had problems. And what do problems need more than anything? Solutions. No solution is better, none other than the hammer. Why? Because it shows that blunt force can get things done.
Mm.
And that's what I'm here to talk to you about. How can we use blunt force to solve our problems? And I'll tell you, you're gonna get a hammer and you're gonna hit somebody.
And that's 1 minute. Thank you. Reed Emerson, everybody, with the hammer. That's our 1-minute TEDx series.
That
was great.
Scary.
It was scary, but you did really good.
Why'd my brain instantly go to
I don't know.
in the
But
skull?
I was having such a hard time not busting up laughing. Also, Ruby is currently sitting atop a log at the other end of the yard, and she was just staring at you the whole time you did that.
She loved my TEDx. She
You had a
wants to use
captive
blunt
audience
force.
on her brother.
I like, what do problems need? Solutions.
And that solution is
Blunt
force
force.
trauma.
Why did my brain go there? Are you gonna do one now?
I'm scared.
You got this.
I could do it.
Okay, yeah. All you gotta do is believe.
Okay.
And yours is going to be about the Mississippi River.
Gorgeous.
Hey everybody, welcome to TEDx. We have the most important speaker coming up. Her name is Tori Roberts, and she truly understands the importance of rivers. And she's going to talk to you about the Mississippi River.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for having me here at TEDx Nashville. The thing is, have you ever heard someone say MISS, ISS, IPPI, and thought, well, PP, I want to know about that. Because I'm MISS, an opportunity to learn about it. So I'm here to tell you today about the Mississippi goddamn river. Okay? Sometimes we forget about these feeder aqua sources in our country. Okay? The Mississippi River goes back to before anyone inhabited this land. Some may say all the way back to Pangea. That's how significant it is, okay? The deltas of the Mississippi River have massive historical contexts that we don't have time to get into today. But guess what? It was a massive transporting area for everybody that lived in the South if they needed to get to the North, okay? It's a very long stretched aqua system. And that has significant impacts on all of you that are needing to provide hammers for things like blunt force trauma, okay? That was very impactful in the tool trade of America in the 1800s. They had flat boats, some may call them a raft, and that was genius innovation for that time, and it brought tools for trauma.
And that's 1 minute. Thank you so much, Tori. That was so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
The Mississippi River.
But also, why does the word Mississippi have it has massive
What?
nostalgia to me for like 4th or 5th grade.
I see the textbook.
Yeah.
and I see me writing. Oh my God, I still remember once. It still bothers me. I wrote Dover as the capital of Delaware, but our teacher said that my D was an H, and I was like, no, that's just how I write D's. And he's like, it's not Hover.
D's nuts?
And I was like, no, that's a D. And he's like, that's an H. And I said, no.
How about D's nuts?
And I said, yeah, D's nuts. But I can remember every time I write Mississippi. Mississippi.
It's fun to say and spell.
Oh, I have to use it. I have terrible spelling. And my spelling's getting worse. Autocorrect has really ruined me.
I know.
Because I get lazier and lazier with it. And now, I can't spell anything.
Can't spell for shit. It's like somebody performed blunt force trauma on your head.
Uh-oh.
I am having small lapses in short-term memory that are making me a little stressed.
Are you okay? What kind?
I looked it up.
What?
And it's random, but I'm really good. I think my brain is processing too fast a lot of the time. And for some reason it's happening a lot recently, and I'm losing my train of thought mid-sentence a lot.
Damn. Like
I don't know why I'm saying a lot. It maybe happens 2 times a day at most.
I've never seen this side of you.
Good.
And I don't know if I could handle it. Just kidding.
The thing is, it's maybe...
I'm like, oh my God, the dementia has set in.
Well, that's what I was scared of. I was like, I have early onset dementia.
No, you're like the most memorable, like, memorizing person I've ever known.
I am memorable, thank you.
And you're memorable. Hey, guess what I had today? Mango sticky rice.
Yeah, I'm mad.
I'm sorry, but...
Just kidding, I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for you! Last year, I discovered that mango sticky rice is the best thing ever.
It's God's gift to this green earth.
Got going with it, with this one here. Mm-hmm. We can't help ourselves. But do you know...
I dream about it.
There are times when they are like, nope, you don't get mango because they're not in season.
Yeah, then you have to really search for the places that somehow have the budget to
and then
fly
you
it
get
in.
it?
Kind of like Studio One theaters.
Yeah. Oh, if they had mango sticky rice there, I'd get it. They didn't, though.
I'd go see every movie there because of that.
Well, the worst thing is when you get a mango sticky rice and the mango is hard.
You know something fascinating about mango is that its species are like genetic makeup changes every season.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like it's the same genetic makeup as a human.
I should have my TED Talk on that. Somebody told me that when I was in Hawaii, and I looked up and it's true, and there's like over 500 varietals that are known of mangoes, and like every season it slightly changes, so you could not be allergic to mango one season, then you could be the next.
Oh my God, what if I went into anaphylactic shock?
Good thing you have EpiPens.
I'm happy for you.
Sometimes I do panic about late onset allergies, so that's definitely a thing. And I get scared times when I eat something new, which is not very many things anymore, because, you know, cultured.
But don't ever say that again.
Sometimes if I do, and I start to get, and it's probably a self-fulfilling prophecy, but I start to feel a little itchy or something, I'm like, oh no.
That happened to me recently.
What was it?
Walnuts.
Well, we already know that's bad.
Well, I didn't know how bad. Luckily, I was with a doctor, but I got this banana bread and there were walnuts in it.
I hate when they ruin it with the walnuts.
I was like, tasty. And we're talking, and then I was like, my mouth is breaking out right now.
It's instantaneous, too. It's the worst.
It hurts.
And then everything's ruined for days because you have fucking canker sores on your tongue.
And it just upsets me because I wasn't like this before. I was not like this before, and then it happened. It happened to me.
Same, I wasn't like that either, and I got it from my mother, you got it from your father.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. Speaking of fruit, it also happens because of her. For pineapple and sometimes strawberries.
Oh, pineapple, I get that too.
Pineapple.
I don't get it with strawberries though.
Strawberries?
What?
If they're like preserved strawberries.
Are you talking about a strawberry lemonade from Red Robin?
Sometimes that does fuck with my mouth, but I'll drink it anyways. I don't care.
I could
try me.
Fuck with a strawberry lemonade from Red Robin.
Hey, I got something so exciting for you.
What?
Unless you already have plans for your dinner.
What? Tonight?
I forgot that I bought 2 boxes of Shapes mac and cheese.
Ah! Yes, please. I loved nothing.
SpongeBob shaped.
Oh, that's literally the best. The hard
So
corners.
many holes.
The corners.
I'm so excited. I also bought milk just for that too, so we're set.
Oh, and I got butter.
Me too. I got a lot in my freezer
What kind of
that you
milk?
saw.
What kind of... You had so
Whole
much
milk.
butter. Okay.
We can add
That's
extra
gonna-
cheese too.
No, that's actually going to be so good because I can't remember the last time I made that stuff with real milk. It's been soy milk, and it slightly alters the flavor when it's soy milk.
Correct. I was like, I only have oat milk, and that feels weird.
Yeah, that's not right.
I don't need oaty SpongeBob.
That's a prison.
Of the mind. Okay, well, friends.
We're about to have the sunset on us, and we don't want you guys to see what happens to us when the moon comes out.
Wait, imagine what happens to those astronauts on the dark side of the moon. Envision that, and that's what's happening to us.
Well, one thing I'm going to say about that, just like a really quick thing, is that Houston
Mhm.
or ground control or
Mhm.
whatever, they wake up the astronauts with a song every morning, and they surprise them.
Stop,
And
that's
they did
so
Pink
fun.
Pony Club recently. And then they were
Cute.
like, ha, 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 we're waiting for the chorus. Because they all love that song.
I love that.
Good for you, astronauts.
How did I miss all of this? Wow, I have some
Honestly, I
research
don't
to
know
do.
because that is my entire feed right now is these astronauts. And then the daughter of one of the astronauts showed up on my feed and she was like, when your dad successfully flies to the moon.
That's a huge ass flex. But what if
Yeah.
it becomes like Interstellar and then she's 90 when he returns?
Why would you say something like that?
Sorry, it's been on the mind.
Well, kids, we hope you enjoyed listening to us chitty chat. And we hope that you guys got some emotional support. We got some emotional support knowing that you are here with us at this time. We want to give one more shout out to Mackenzie. Happy birthday!
She's turning 22.
She's 22. And like, subscribe, comment, share, and come back next week for more.
And I encourage you to sit with your friends and do improv TED Talks. It's really fun. Okay, love you, everybody.
Love you.
Hey, where's your mother?